Man, say, man, what's the play, man? You know what I'm saying?
How's it going, man?
Man, I'm a little razzle-dazzle, man. So who do we have in the building today?
Man, you got Lucky Lucy, Hollywood Lucy, Lucy Lux, whichever, however you want to call me, but my IG is going to be Hollywood Lucy.
Yeah, man.
I'm a DJ. You know?
I had to go ahead and bring you in because, man, you rocked the house the other night at the event, the first 806vsEVERYBODY, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
It was a great turnout. I loved your showmanship, you know what I'm saying, the master of ceremony, you know what I'm saying? Since I was on the whatever board or whatever we're doing, whatever it is, I know that wasn't even none of your job to do none of that.
Yeah. I've never done that.
Yeah, it wasn't your job to do that. You feel me? And you did a great job. Great job, man.
Yeah, on that note, man, my first performance ever in an underground hip-hop show, it was exciting.
Yeah.
It was exciting. It was real exciting. The people that put me onto that were Vari. And honestly, I just hit him up and think he needed a DJ. I didn't know if he had a DJ. I just wanted to make sure he was good because I've been supporting him, you know?
Yeah.
And he said, surprise, you know. He said, we don't have any of that. And, you know, so fuck it. I was like, you know what? If it's going to be anything for my first show, I want it to be like to help out someone that I really enjoy listening to. And his music, man, he's been making some bangers.
Yeah, shout out to Vari.
Yeah, shout out to Vari, man. And I appreciate him putting me on, bro.
Yeah,
like, the 806er, shout out to the 806er.
Oh, man, you know I'm a little razzle-dazzle, man. Appreciate you fucking with us, man. So, how you been affected by the COVID-19, man?
Honestly, man, I've had some cousins. One of my cousins, Eloy Perez, he had gotten real sick.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, man, he barely got out of there. Shout out to my cousin Eloy. Shout out to my family, the Lucetos.
But he's good now?
He's good now, man. He's recovered. We got another family member in there, the Arredondos. It's their son, Zach. He has COVID. He's fighting for his life now, brother. If we have prayers for him, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Hopefully by the time this drop, he already A1, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Prayers for Zach, though.
Also, that fire that happened not too long ago in Lubbock, that took 3 of my family's houses, Margie and Denny. Definitely support them. Yeah. If y'all send them your prayers, I would love.
2020 has definitely been a crazy-ass year, right?
Been some crazy odds, and we're persevering through the most of them.
Talk about the shit, man.
And well, honestly, starting off with COVID, you know, I mean, that's been real crazy seeing all these shops and all these businesses and
you believe in it?
All that stuff. I mean, I believe that you can only stop so much. I don't want to get too much on that. I'm not into like health science. My sister's a nurse. She's on her way to be a nurse practitioner and shit. She could probably tell you more about that. But me as a person, I think it slows it down, but I mean, it's only doing so much, you know what I mean? I think the public needs to make money and they need to get some income in their house, man. I don't want people to lose their houses or lose their cars and lose their jobs and then just have no reason to live because depression's a real big issue right now too with that, you know? And
have you gone through depression?
Man, I've gone through depression in ways people do not know because I hold it inside so much.
Yeah.
And the people that I do tell, they either don't care so much, so I just, you know, keep it inside and I deal with it. And
have you heard the term toxic masculinity?
I have.
I've seen Terry Crews tweet about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
toxic masculinity affected me in my life.
You think it's real? You think that's a real thing?
Okay. I'm not saying it's like we should label it because you should never label anything. I mean, you really shouldn't like be like, oh, this means this. Like, no, okay, I want it to be like toxic masculinity for me is certain things. Because certain things as a man, that's toxic masculinity. See, I'm doing it myself, you know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't do, or you're taught to not do. And it's not your fault, and it's not men's fault. It happens, bro. And we want to push us to be the best version of ourselves as men, as male, as a whole. And I understand that. But sometimes we got to slow down and realize that not everybody's there with us and not everybody's that strong. We can make them stronger with a little bit more support. And if I had more support, I definitely would be a little weaker than I am now. And I went through it all by myself and you know, nobody fucking helps me. And now
that's how it be for being a man.
But now it's suppressed. It's gone. My depression has really subsided like at this moment in time. And I mean, I didn't need help for that. I definitely didn't need help. I don't believe that, you know, it's like something you can't help or you need doctor's help for. But I definitely think that you can help yourself and start doing more positive things and stuff like that. Toxic masculinity, like we were getting into, that right there will put a lot of men into depression because they see how people react to them, like giving up on life and stuff like that. And, you know, it creates real issues in their lives, and then they're that negative person. And then it all just goes to hell from there. And then, but I mean, at least reach out, man. That's all I'm saying. Just reach out.
Just like in terms of friends, just checking on. You know what I'm saying?
They might make it out and be a stronger person.
Like check on your strength friend.
Say that one more time.
Like check on your strong friend.
Check on your strong friend. You know, Tizo touchdown, man. Yeah. He's really on to something when you say that, because I was listening to that song the other day. That's crazy that you say that, man. And that's a positive message. Check on your strong friend. for sure. Thank you for bringing that up, man.
So where you from, big homie?
I'm from Lubbock here, 25 years, born and raised, man. And I'm trying to do what I love. I'm trying to make it doing what I love, playing music. I love dancing. I love rapping. I love all that stuff, man. I support all these boys, everybody that does their thing out here. You know how it is, man. Trying to make it out of here. trying to really bring some inspiration to the city, because I know we got a lot from that show, actually. Yeah. From that show, Uvari's show. They brought some heat that I was not expecting at all. Yeah. Like, I wasn't expecting.
Who you feeling?
I was feeling Germ. Yeah. I was feeling K-Sweets, man. I was over here feeling Gold Band Gang. You know, I was feeling really all of them. And I want to give a big shout out to Germ, because I had met him a long time ago. I didn't notice I had met him, but I had met him a long time ago before I even knew he rapped, bro. Yeah. And I think he's doing big things. Yeah. Cozy. Okay. Cozy G. Yeah. He was, man, he had some heat, man. On the cool, I got your set list, Cozy, and I was banging that hoe last night for a couple people, and they were really enjoying it, so for sure.
Who else?
Let me see. Alpha Savage, man, he got that emo rap style coming out. I seen his nails painted black. And really, that's something I like to do. And so I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That's fire. Like, sick. You know what I mean? Man, so I gotta rock with you. Got the same taste, man.
Have you ever seen the meme that has like the starter pack?
Starter pack, like the emo kid starter pack, and
So give me your Lubbock starter pack.
Oh, if I had to say a Lubbock starter pack, easy. Starter pack. My god. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta put a pair of Jordans on there. Yeah. All right. I also gotta put a pair of cargo shorts on there. You know what I'm saying? An empty double cup. Yeah. Oh, wait for it. I need a Swisher, but I need a 0.5 in that Swisher. Yeah. And then let me see what else. And I need a chain. Yeah. But it gotta be fake, bro. It can't be real. You're a fool for that. So you're telling me? Nah. Wait. Yeah. And you gotta have fucking an STD, bro. You can't fucking Lubbock starter.
So look, I feel like and something I've seen in a lot of small cities that, like, you know what I'm saying, like the freaks be in the, you know what I'm saying, the small cities.
Oh, that's super personal question, but definitely they be out here, bro. I'll tell you that much.
They ain't nothing to do but fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, 10 freaky girls, like, I know 10 freaky girls, bro. Like, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, women from Lubbock get a bad rep, but honestly, so? I've met like some that have really been down to earth.
No, I mean, there's cool people everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
There's always cool people. Yeah, don't let other people's opinion of people, you know, persuade you to feel some sort of way. Go fill out the water for yourself.
Do you feel like that's a problem with Lubbock?
I think everybody assumes too much. Everybody's in everybody else's business too much. But I mean, like you said, it's a small town. There's not much going on. If people mind their own business, sometimes I feel like it would be a fucking great ass place, bro. But you got people over here sneak this, and you got people over here trying to get other dudes bitches, pillow talking, all that shit, you know. And I don't know, man. It happens, bro. I understand being a man and there's urges, but like, Jesus Christ, we're supposed to be kings. We're supposed to be uplifting each other. We're supposed to be successful together. And we're just taking it 2 steps forward and 1 step back every time we fucking badmouth our fellow brethren in our own city, in our own place of residence or area code, whatever it may be. I mean, I know that's relatable. You shouldn't talk down about yourself.
You think so?
I think so. Don't ever talk down. Don't ever talk negative. You know, people don't fuck with. Nowadays in 2020, it's a big thing. There's no negativity. If you got negativity in your life, then people are really trying to cut you off. People are really doing shit like that. Like, you better be careful because they ain't fake. They're looking out for themselves. You feel me? And whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? Success, I don't wish bad upon nobody. Never have in my life. No.
Yeah. That's some real shit, you know what I'm saying?
It just gets crazy out here sometimes, bro. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
So you're telling me you actually come from a line of musicians, you know what I'm saying? In terms of like, you know what I'm saying? Those turntables, I seen them, you know what I'm saying? I was like, these ain't no cheap joints, you know what I'm saying?
The DDJ SX2s, I know.
So I came over to the table and I was like, man, these hoes cost. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So like, man, go ahead and tell me about that.
I had brought the DDJ SX2. It's not like super beginner table, but it's a really good table. It came out like 4 years ago. I don't know, something like that. My pops gave it to me. He wanted me to follow my dreams and shit. He's been a DJ for 40 years.
Really?
Yeah, he got me set up. He got me started. He got me rocking with like the QSC speakers and shit. And he's done my first setup. He just wants me to do it big. He wants me to come out here. He wants me to start doing parties. He wants me to get some exposure, you know, whatever. If people have events, pretty soon I'm going to be handing out business cards. I know COVID's going on right now, and it's a big thing about social distancing and everything, but we'll try to make it work, and if not, we'll wait till it's over and we'll come back stronger than ever, you know what I mean? But as far as it goes, my dad's been helping me out with an equipment. The equipment makes it so much easier is what he tells me, so like top of the line shit, you're not gonna fucking have it messing up on you. It's not gonna break so much as easily, you know. That just comes with quantity.
You ever heard the phrase, when you look good, you play good. When you play good, you get paid?
Yeah, yes sir. You know how it is, and that's real life advice right there, man. I'm telling you, all this shit would not be possible without him. 40 years of DJ experience. I've been with him since I was like 5, just like helping him. He had weekend visits, by the way, because my parents got divorced at a super young age, probably attributed to my depression, but that's another story. Everything like that, like I was going with him to gigs, setting up, helping him with the wires, and helping him with lights at first, and then he finally got enough confidence for me to hook up the system and stuff, and I had to really show him I could do it for a long, long time, and till this day, I still see some people look at me hooking it up, and they're like, how do you do it? I'm like, it's like plugging an Xbox.
I asked you who taught you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's like I know how difficult the whole art of DJing really is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, there's even more like the mixing. The mixing part of it is what I'm really just getting into.
Yeah.
And that is so many steps, so many tricks, so many techniques that you can use.
What's one trick that Pop taught you?
Man, honestly, my dad doesn't mix, brother. He taught me the fader. He taught me the fader. Just bring it down, match the tempo, you know what I'm saying? Make sure my beats per minute is about the same, you know, in the next song, or if I want to kick it up a notch, you know, speed it up a little bit or flip it over, you know what I mean? Just make it sound smooth on the transfers, which is really what all he does is transfers all night. But I mean, he plays cumbias, corridos, you know, Tejano, like he's a big Tejano DJ. Shout out to my dad, James Jr. Lucero, and DJ Lopez, actually, because they got their own app, LubbockTejano.com. Go download that. They're streaming all the time.
Yeah, you tell me that they do numbers on there.
Yeah. My dad actually had 200,000 viewers on one of his live streams and stuff like that, bro, which was crazy to me because 200,000 on a live stream, and I was tripping out at this. Like people from New York, you talking about people from like Seattle, people from like anywhere like you could name, bro. Yeah. And I was really tripping out on that because I didn't think. You know, I see my dad on a daily basis, but he acts so normal and so humble, and he's so nice to everybody. Yeah, you would never think that he's like got clout like that, but everybody loves him.
Do you think that's a problem? Like, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like people get a little bit of clout or a little bit of hometown love, and they, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the problem they're running into is they really don't humble themselves. They get that, like my dad, you know, and my dad's had experience, you know what I'm saying? He don't let it go to his head. Some people let that power go to his head, and then they have that power trip. And there's really not, I mean, it's not their fault. Maybe they were suppressed as a child, or maybe they have just never had control before of their situation, and they power trip, man. And they get this like boosted confidence or ego, and it just it starts to hurt them in the long run, because then they start getting arrogant. You know what I mean?
Why do you, for a city that has a lot of talent, why do you feel like the Dallas, not the Dallas, but the Lubbock music scene isn't where it's supposed to be?
I think it goes back to a lot of people that just don't want to see homie win, or maybe they just not feeling it because they haven't seen something they really like yet. But also we gotta really inspire the city to look at us, to put it in front of their face, you know, pay the cost and pay the dues to get it in front of these people's faces, because I see a lot of people where they make a lot of mistakes, like selling mixtapes and stuff like that. If I was a rapper, just saying, if I was a rapper, I would definitely not sell my mixtape. I would invest the money into like however many tapes I could get, and fucking hand them out. Like just.
So you think like literally?
Yeah, like, literally pay the dudes.
Okay, so do you think giving out a CD is a thing in 2020 going into 2021?
Let's say we give out a flash drive. It's usable. I mean, you could easily give it to a college kid, and they'd say, "Oh, let me put this in my computer. I need to put
a flash drive." Okay, yeah.
That's more relevant, more innovative to nowadays. If you wanted to like give them something, but that's more expensive when you think about making CDs and stuff. But you don't have to put cover arts and shit like that. So there's also that perspective.
I had somebody laugh at me in front of Level when I gave him a CD about 2 years ago. She said, where do I put this? I said, there's a small hole in the middle of the front of your car. I don't know if you ever used it, but I guarantee if you push it and you push this in there, it's going to make that magic talk box come on, you know what I'm saying? She said, I use the aux.
Oh my goodness,
so do you really think in a 2020 going into a 21?
What's going on?
You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, man, it's just getting crazier and crazier, because I'm getting older.
Yeah.
And I see the youngest, man, and I see younger people in their hobbies and interests, and like they're glued to their fucking phone screen. And I feel old saying that shit, but like seriously, I find it disrespectful, honestly, blatantly. I find it disrespectful that people can just do this. But I get it. You're doing something productive. Some people make TikToks and shit like that, and I respect that shit. That shit has people going. That shit has people laughing all day. By all means, if you're on your phone doing something like that, yeah. OnlyFans, not the biggest fan, bro.
Have you seen our OnlyFans episode?
OnlyFans episode?
Yeah, we had an OnlyFans episode. So basically, and it wasn't.
I'll put you on to something after this.
Okay, cool. So basically, for our only episode, we had Mr. Charisma, and we also had Danny up here as well. And Danny, and it was basically that Mr. Charisma felt like OnlyFans was underselling yourself in your services.
Definitely, definitely. Disrespecting yourself.
No. We're not even talking about disrespect. That's not the thing. It's just in terms of you're not fully monetizing your capabilities. That's what he was saying.
I get it.
And Danny was fighting for who are you to say anything if they're making something at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then also in terms of also who are men to say anything, because I bet you your local rapper does not make as much. As she made about $1,000 a month on her OnlyFans.
I had an ex that made $40,000 in a month. You're talking to me about the OnlyFans, but I've seen it, and she didn't even sell pictures of her body. She sold pictures of another person's body. Sold videos of other people. Scam people for trips, whatever it may be. Shout out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big bread. More than these girls are dreaming that even put themselves on the line. You talking about you going fishing, you making $20 a month. No, this girl was pulling thousands by the day. I've seen it. But it goes back to being evil. And on my spiritual level, I don't need that negativity, that karma coming back to me.
No, really.
So that's how I see it. Because you could do that all day, but there's girls that don't even have to use their body.
Yeah, I mean, that's on some real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even... You over here using your body? Get smart.
So tell me about, you seem like you're well plugged in. You tell me like, you know what I'm saying, you kind of started DJing or getting back into DJing to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, motivate some of your friends, you know what I'm saying, as well.
Definitely,
but
definitely.
You know, like, you used to be a dancer or something, right?
Back in the day, man, we used to jerk. We used to jerk hard back in the day. 2010, talking about 29, you're a jerk, you know what I'm saying? We was going hard. The Fly Kids, back in the day, we had Hollywoodville, we had Franco, we had Coop, you know what I'm saying? We had Buku Coop, we had Draven Howard, we had that boy, oh my goodness, Darius Perkins. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. It's been years, man. And we used to all just fuck around. I mean, man, I didn't really get into them until the late times when jerking was almost going out. But we had some fucking great times before that. Before they even let me in the crew, we was dancing. I was doing, I did a Halloween dance competition actually, like a long time ago, man. And I solo came in second place. The Fly Kids came in third. They're my boys, but hey, and Wolfpack came in first. I mean, wait, no, sorry. I got that all wrong. Cut that. The Fly Kids came in first. I came in second, and the Wolfpack came in third. But that's old history. That was just crazy shit. We were all getting in back in the day. I remember there was fights behind Toys R Us in the dance scene. There's people meeting at the mall to have dance battles. It was a grand old time, and the music that I play is reminiscent of that dance. I want people to dance, and that's what I want my music to make you feel like. We're fucking here to dance. And
are you an artist in any respect?
I'm sorry?
Are you an artist in any respect?
Artist, I've been practicing for years now. I'd say about 10 years my freestyle game's been on work. And I can really freestyle, but when it comes to writing shit, like, I can't. My wrist is like, it makes me repeat what I'm writing like I'm fucking Harry Potter over here, bro. Like, I cannot write to save my life.
So, like on a real note, you feel like Harry Potter. Why do I feel like there's like a lack of DJs in London? And when I say that, I mean like a lack of like you know what I'm saying? Okay, like let's say
like presence, like a presence, like a lack of presence.
Yeah, that will go to that, right? But like okay, so you got the nigga that rap in the house, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He raps in the house, but he's not like on the music scene or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in Lubbock there's like a lot. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga that rap in the house or whatever, he's not trying to be like. Even though he may think he is, he's not trying to be a rapper. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel like in Lubbock we don't have DJs that you know what I'm saying. Like who are the DJs in the music industry?
Back to where like people are talking shit about other artists and shit like that. So you don't want to be grouped in this minority or this side of things, or you don't want to be wrong, right? You know,
who's the music industry DJ out here?
There's no music industry DJ
other than Sancho.
I mean, okay, well, if you're talking like music industry, you're talking about like DJ Lopez, my dad. They've had this game on lock for a minute.
On the hip hop,
you're talking about DJ Love Child, all these dudes.
On the hip hop side,
I don't know about hip hop.
That's what I mean on the hip, like on the hip hop side. And that's why even Sancho nowadays he's the closest because it's a mix.
Yeah.
But even that, you know what I'm saying? That's maybe because
he plays
DJ. He had to play hip hop, and it's not.
Yeah, I get that. Lopez plays hip hop. They're all older. They've been teaching these younger DJs. You know what I mean? They really get down to it, man. They were playing hip hop when hip hop was really popping. So like I think of that too because my dad was here. He was around. My dad's 65 years old. He was around playing these records in the 70s. He was around in the 80s. He was around in the 90s. And they really know what the fuck they were doing, you know what I'm saying? They taught all these younger dudes. Yeah. But as far as it goes, like radio DJs nowadays, I don't really know. I don't listen to radio.
Do you feel like
I can't.
You feel like there's a good? All right. So who's the up and coming young DJ other than you? Cause also you know what I'm saying, not to take anything away from you. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons, cause all right, so I you know what I'm saying. So I told my man, boom, you're the best DJ out. You know what I'm saying. But also it's easy to say that because of the vacancy of that. Mm-hmm. So who are the other young DJs, you know what I'm saying, that are trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, brother, I don't know too much about the DJs here. Like you said, there's lack of, therefore I cannot come to like any like conclusion on who I would even pick for that. Because I don't know too many. I know house DJs, I know stuff like that. Really trying to think about it, but I mean, this is all hip hop. We're not trying to get into the house. We're not trying to get into the like trap dubstep DJs. I don't know too many hip hop art DJs, but I hope.
And I mean, I know that might. And I know at a certain point, like it might be like, you might have to have a club. But even just in terms like, but I mean, it's 2020. There's different avenues. I know DJs. I think I seen DJ Chuck Diesel. He has a playlist that he drops every so often or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's like his new mixtape.
For sure.
In terms of that, but like anything to, you know what I'm saying? Just
mixes are coming though. I'm gonna let you know that right now though. Mixes are coming. They're coming soon. I'm just working on getting my Serato down, getting the programming and everything. You know, trying to get some samples together. Like I said, on the 21st was my very first show being an underground DJ. This is something I've wanted to do. I'm about to break on the scene. About to have everything going. My fees, my business inquiry email will be all in the description.
don't become a link in the bio type.
Nah. We ain't gonna do.
Somebody say hello. You know somebody says hello and you say, hey, hit the link in the bio.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean though. Like I'm trying to get out here so that way, if people want some good music and they want to dance and they want a live party, someone who cares about their craft, as being really, really into what they're doing, then choose me. And then definitely call me. So whatever you want to do.
So vote for Lucy, man. Who you voting for this year?
Man, honestly, I didn't even register to vote.
Huh?
I didn't even register. They sent me the reminder.
What the fuck?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I already registered to vote before, but does that count?
No, not this year.
No, well.
You know what I'm saying? But what is your opinion on the political landscape that we are for that?
Well, the political landscape on the Democratic side, man, I'm definitely for women being in control of their bodies. Always have been. Always have been. I want to say my values are split between that main point on that side, and then I like everything except for the immigration acts on the Republican side. Talking about like owning guns, we're talking about like everything like that, you know, along those lines. What Republicans believe in other than immigration, because their immigration is a little sloppy. I don't know. I mean, and
so if you could vote, you would be voting for?
I don't want to say Trump, but I'm not voting. Okay, so I'm really not voting.
So let me ask you a hard question. You know what I'm saying? Why I feel like Mexicans are Republicans?
Oh man, dude, it's not even like we don't think they're racist, and we don't take nothing by what they say. It's just we respect that they work for their money. They work for their money, and we want to be on that train to work for our money. And you know what I'm saying? Like if we're gonna be where the money's at.
Yeah.
And if the money's on this side, that's where we're at. If the money's on this side, that's where we're at. Mexicans are super unfaithful. I respect that. But they work hard.
No, I respect that, man. Cause I needed somebody to explain just the perspective. Like I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like we all. Cause look, my parents from Africa. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm like we all immigrants, so we're all minority, man. What the fuck going on? Cause I'm a little bit. I pay attention, but I'm like Mexicans or Republicans, bro. You know? I'm kind of lost out here.
It's weird. It's real weird. Yeah. But I mean, I think it's just.